Hey everybody, you're watching Cole the Cornstar. Ladies and gentlemen, today is the day. We're gonna get Dad rolling in the 16-row planter planting soybeans here in a little bit. We're gonna get Cooper rolling in the 24-row planter planting corn, and I'm gonna be hopping in the sprayer, and I'm gonna be spraying bean burn down. Right now it's about 45 degrees, so the weeds are not awake yet, so I have to wait a little bit before I start spraying. Otherwise, they're not gonna uptake anything, and I'm out there for no reason. I guess in the meantime, might as well get everything ready. Oh yeah, come here, buddy. If I ever told you guys how much I love my MIXMATE, check this out. I'm at the back of the trailer, hands-free, don't even have gloves on. We're mixing a load now. That thing in the middle of the trailer has a bunch of computer stuff going on. It's pulling out those bulk chemical tanks. It's reading through my little tablet here. Literally all I have to do is turn that pump on, press go on this, and make sure I have that hooked up. And not only is it hands-free, it'll fill my 1,000-gallon sprayer in less than 5 minutes. If you're interested in one of those, I'll include the link in the description. Oh, I suppose might as well keep filling the tanks. Hey, no. Silly camera, what are you doing? Are you okay? Okay, sprayer's full. We got the tanks filling. So when everything's full here, we'll have 6,000 gallons, roughly about 350 acres we can spray before we have to fill again. When we're at home here, we just fill the water tanks with the garden hose here from the well. But I'm gonna let that be filling, and I'm gonna go and eat some breakfast. And be right back. Oh, hi, Pete. That was cool.
Hey, we're shaking. We're just getting stuff set up. Brought a new population monitor, so a seed tube monitor module out. Put it on the old bean planter, so then he'll be able to keep track of population on this guy instead of dealing with this dinosaur.
So this morning we got Pete out here. He hooked up a seed tube monitor module under our planter. So that's just monitoring skips and doubles that come through the rows. Got Pete in there teaching Dad right now. And here in a moment, should start planting. In case anyone was wondering, I'm pretty cold right now. I didn't have a vehicle this morning, so I was taking Davis's bike. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we're planting. That thing is loud. Not gonna lie, a little challenging driving a dirt bike with one hand through a cornfield. Now that we got Dad rolling, I need to get hooked up to a seed tender, bring that out to Cooper, then we can get him going. Oh, looks like Cooper's here. That tender's got corn on it. Cooper just took the other one out to tabletop where Dad is planting beans. That way Dad can have a bean tender. So once Cooper drops that seed tender off, then he's gonna come back and then we're gonna hop in this semi. We're gonna go bring it over to Kristen and Rusty's because I'm gonna be spraying there a little bit. And I'll take off in the sprayer and then Cooper will take his seed tender down to Dad's place and he's gonna start planting corn down there. And then Sable's just gonna be the runaround person on whoever needs something. Sable! I suppose I should probably check the oil on this. Looks good. Why is this radiator cap so hard to get off? Ugh, holy cow. What is the deal here? Holy smokes. Yeesh. Baby's on there. Let that build up some air pressure. Don't spill now. Oh. Wait, you don't want to run out with a gas at midnight again?
No.
Wave hi to Dad, guys! Hey, Sable, did you bring me a burrito?
No, it's a wrap.
Sorry, did you bring me a wrap?
No, like.
Geez, Sable, can you slow down a little bit? Let's wave to Dad again. Oh, I survived.
We are back into the season. For the first day of starting planting for me, I got the planter back there running. I'm running a 16-row white planter, 30-inch spacings. We got auto shutoffs on the row units. This tractor here I'm running, it's a 1981 year. It's a John Deere model number 4840. We put the Ag Leader steady steer in this thing. I cannot believe how straight this steering wheel is going. It is just straight as an arrow and it hardly moves. This is the Ag Leader steady steer. You can see the GPS over here. Well, like now, I can lay back my head, I can look around, I can pay attention to what's going on with the planter. I can do all this stuff. Well, if I'm trying to do this, watch my monitors, listen to noise on the planter, I can't always watch my straight line ahead of the tractor, or if I'm curving, trying to use markers. I wouldn't be able to take time to talk to you guys right now because my eyes would be bugged out trying to watch that line. This GPS they got in this tractor here has got a 1-inch accuracy, so there's no way I can drive that. I was gonna show you this. Like right now, I push the little button, thing kicks into auto steer. I can drop my planter, I can look at it, turn back around. She is straight as a mouse.
Okay, let's get started. Open our tank agitator, turn the monitor on, put my earplugs in, kick off the emergency brake, throttle her up, and let's go. Wave hi to Dad again.
I'm just so hungry. You know, when you're just sitting out here bouncing around the field, you look down and you see it, ear of corn here and there on the ground, and makes you think sweet corn. Then you think about sweet corn and you think about the butter on the sweet corn and salt and pepper. And then before you know it, you start thinking about the beans that we'll be planting, and then you think about bean soup, and everything just starts making you hungry. Spend too many days out here in the field, it'll be like the horse with no name that can't remember his name, looking to see if anybody's out parachuting. The life of bouncing through the fields. Oh, it's about 1 o'clock. I don't even have enough energy to raise my head. Where's my lunch?
I honestly don't know what to do with my hands. Gotta say, I'm a big fan of the ag leader stuff. Hands free, I like it, and I don't make as many mistakes. Just got my first tank knocked out for the day. I can do 65 acre batches. We got about 200 acres left in this farm. And then after this field, we'll have 600 acres to go. Okay guys, check this out. Sitting in the cab, got my MIXMATE tablet on my lap. Let's put 1,000 gallons in here, and then let's hit the go button. It's 2:17 right now. Let's see how long this takes to fill. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are at 1,000 gallons. It is 2:21. All hands free in 4.5 minutes.
I had to give Sable a rough time. I needed some seed. She came down in her pickup. I need the seed truck. Oh, we'll get her broke in yet. She's taking the lids off the boxes. This thing right here, we're gonna take it and put it into the boxes.
Oh, we got her done, guys.
It's good to stretch.
296.5 acres. There's a lot of stuff to go around in this bad boy. Looking at our productivity sheet, 94.9 acres an hour. We were in this field for 3 hours and 7 minutes. Now that's gotta be just run time, because I was in here way longer than that. Yeah, no, that's time with my pump on. 3 hours and 7 minutes with my boom putting product out. Let's press this button here and fold in our booms. And then we're gonna have to call it a night in the sprayer. It's starting to get too cold, so our product's gonna become inactive and we'd be spraying for no reason at that point. And I'm not complaining. 296 acres for the time we got started, not bad.
Right now we are on a really curvy creek bottom. So I want to show you how steady this thing is. There's my map. You can see the curves. This is where you get to see how impressive the steady steer is. And like I said, this tractor here is no young puppy anymore. It's got sand between its toes. I kid you not. If you don't have auto steer and you got an older tractor, this is the system to look at. It's very reasonable. Like now, I'm able to look around. I'm in a lot of creek bottom, turning around, tight areas. This thing is following true to its money. It just saves a lot of stress.
Oh, I suppose we might as well fill her up with diesel before we call it a night. That way it's ready for in the morning. The real question is, did I park too far away? Now I need to figure out how I'm gonna get a ride back to the semi. Hello? I just need a ride out to my semi.
What are you doing?
I need a ride. Been waiting for days. I'm withering away. Oh, how'd the cavemen do it? Night night R2-D2. All right, silly hose. Come here. Come here. Yeah. Come on. Our boom system on here developed a nice little kink right here, so we had to unhook it and use the old downpipe right there. And I'm struggling so much because I only have one glove and I don't want to get my hands all chemically. Yeah, everyone likes a good challenge every now and again. Well, can't find them, grind them. I will admit, I am not the best at backing up semi-trailers yet. Any other kind of trailer, whatever, I'm fine. Just on a semi, haven't really had a lot of experience in them yet. It's almost like a delayed reaction with the steering wheel. Like you gotta be steering like 50 feet ahead of where you're trying to turn, if that makes sense. That probably didn't make sense to like 80% of you guys, but if you're a truck driver, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm learning though. Okay, but now we need to get these things filling up with water. That way everything will be full in the morning. Sun's going down now, starting to get a little bit chilly. Planters are still rolling back and forth, but now it's too dark and cold to spray. We made a good decision stopping when we did. That didn't work. And I guess while it's still light out, I could probably explain kind of how this trailer works a little bit to you guys and what we're doing. Because you guys just see me driving around in that, I guess I should probably explain myself. So first off, this is what we call the sprayer trailer. These big blue tanks here, they just have water in them. These tanks hold 2,600 gallons apiece, so we can hold 52 gallons of water. And then in the center of the trailer here, we have 3 totes, and these have chemicals on them. So the 3 totes here, they all have different purposes. This one's like a water conditioner. This one is Roundup, or is it version we buy?
Mad Dog K6.
And that one back there is called Matador S. It straight up smells like rotten eggs. It's just horrible. And I'm pretty sure that's our residual. I'll put this into simpler terms. This one makes sure everything bonds together in the water right. This one's a contact killer, so if it touches anything that's green, I just fell off the trailer there, but if it touches anything that's green, it kills it. And then that one just kind of sits on the ground and it prevents new growth from coming up. So as you guys know, we have our MIXMATE here, and this is our water pump, and this is the MIXMATE's water pump. So the way this all works, water comes from the big blue tanks, runs through the MIXMATE. As it's running through the MIXMATE, these little guys open up, they tell us how much chemical we need, and it puts them on the sprayer. So all those products combined are what we call a bean burn down, or a soybean pre-emergent. So what we're doing is we're running the sprayer in front of the bean planter, so that way we put this down, we're killing any growth that's occurring right now, and then we're suppressing any growth that could come through with the residual. And then Dad will come in basically a day behind me and then start planting into it. So that way, that's gonna protect us from weeds on the first half of the bean's life. And then once the bean's kind of yay tall, we'll come back and then we'll spray post. And corn has the exact same process. The only difference is we hire the pre-emergent to be applied instead of doing it ourselves. And there's kind of 2 reasons for doing that. The first reason is we don't use water as a carrier for our corn pre-emergent. We use 32% nitrogen, and 32% nitrogen is incredibly corrosive. You guys have seen how our skinny wheels on the sprayer look. They're all rusted out. There's a bunch of rust and stuff on the boom because we applied 32% with this for about 15 years, and it's just so hard on stuff. So we just kind of made the executive decision. We don't like having to power wash the sprayer every night, and we don't like all the wear and tear that 32% puts on the sprayer. And so just because of that, we were kind of really thinking about it, and then what pushed us over the edge is when we bought another planter. And we only have so many people who work out here, so we can only get so much done. So it just made it a lot easier just to hire it out. All right, you guys better been taking notes. Pop quiz on Wednesday.
We got probably 40 more acres left. Hopefully I can get this field done yet tonight, but I don't know if I'm gonna have enough seed in my planter or not. We just ran out of seed out of the seed tender. Let's get back in the little Johnny here. Somebody probably wondering why we call it Johnny. John Deere.
First night planting, been planting all day, got 110 acres in. I shouldn't say all day, we started like 3:30. We've been adjusting everything. Ag leader guy Brett came out and we said a bunch of things, and I think we got this thing running like a top dog. Decent day. By the time we got started, I'm pretty happy. Yeah, we all have our monitors here. Got this that unfolds the planter, controls the row cleaners, and then that's cameras, and then this is just the main monitor. And yeah, that's what's going on. Everything is going pretty good so far.
How many acres did you get done?
140, I think.
Yeah, how'd you make out?
I'm tired and hungry. I made out pretty good, actually.
How many acres did you do?
Ooh, 140, maybe?
That's not too bad of a day, though, between you and Coop, 280 acres. Okay, Dad, I'm gonna head home and get some sleep. We'll see you in the morning.
11:55, so it's almost midnight.
All right, you heard it, guys. Links in the description to pick up some Cornstar Farms merch. We'll see you in the next one.